love this game to death, but I will acknowledge the beginning is jank. That opening section is awful.
Yeah.
There was that streamer, and they never went back to this. They couldn't figure out how to advance past Shinshu Field.
Oh, the opening is absolutely booty. Like, the opening, honestly, it does hurt this game, because as I said, you know, many hours ago, because not counting our, like, 4-month hiatus on this, just in terms of the game, like, that was around 40 hours. Like,
I was trying to...
Like I said, I feel like powers should have been shifted around a little bit in the beginning to give you the ability to make it day and night around the beginning, and I feel that would have made the beginning flow infinitely better.
Yes, it would have. But they didn't do that.
Yes.
I love this game, but it has some PS2 era jink to it. However...
And the end, as I said, it does feel like it's rushed because, like, the Letsuku and Etsuku, they give you the last solar fragment.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even get Solar Flare, you know, after that boss, which would make sense. No, you get it, like, halfway through the dungeon.
You get it when you get all your powers.
Yes.
Which gives you a really overpowered weapon to further kick their teeth in.
Yes.
I just prefer glaives. And if anyone wants to know why I prefer glaives, I hope the damage I was doing proves a point. That's a lot of damage. But
Yes,
I'm not saying Solar Flare is bad, but while I love this game, the beginning is booty, and some of the other collectibles and stuff are kind of awkward. And a lot of this game is also incredibly unclear. And I hate that sometimes you have to talk to someone like 4 times. Or dialogue box, dialogue box, dialogue box. Stop! Load back. I'm on the roster, I have more to say. Dialogue box, dialogue box, dialogue box.
Why does the game do that? Like, for me, I'd say on, like, you know, the Kamiya totem pole, I would place this game near the bottom, just like under the original Devil May Cry. That is the bottom, but that's only because it's a very different game from, like, Devil May Cry and
It's also a surprisingly easy game.
It's not trying to really be, like, you know, DMC or Bayonetta or, like, Wonderful 101. It has character action bits in it, but it's, you know, much more like a Zelda game. Man
wanted to make a Zelda game, and he went out and made a Zelda game.
Being more focused on puzzle than exploration, but, you know, it's Kamiya, so we still have to have a dodge, a chargeable, a weapon, and... Oh, wait, this was before they started putting witch time and everything.
You can slow time, though.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Do love the credits music, too.
Yes.
Also, this game has a criminally underrated soundtrack. It's Japanese as hell. I love Okami. I just feel the beginning of Okami is awful. And this gets in a contention point where I've told people the beginning's kind of bad, but the rest of the game's good. And a lot of people are like, doing this thing, and I get this, but at the same time, I feel that a lot of people at this point is like, oh, but if the beginning's bad, why should I put up with a shit beginning? If the beginning of the game is so bad, is the rest of the game even worth it? And it started this argument where, yes, I think the rest of the game is worth it. I just think the beginning should have been designed differently. What would have been a great way to design the beginning? Oh, yeah, and then there's this weird thing where... there's my mark. All it does. It just shows up... What?
And now...
We're not done.
I know we're not done, but...
And there's also the second set of HD credits.
Yeah,
and that concludes this most secret of tales. Well then, I'd say that's enough storytelling for today. The hopes and dreams of many fine people.
Grandpa Isu, you've been telling that story for 40 hours!
Keep it close in your heart and cherish it. Hey, what's that? You want to know why I alone know this tale that no one knows? It is implied to be Isu. You listened to the whole story and never figured it out? You missed the whole point, jeez. What's wrong with you? I suppose I'll have to tell the whole story all over again. Oh, 36 hours. You best learn to show my trust the respect it deserves. Anyway, I'm tired. Let's call it a day. If you're eager to hear more, I can tell you the rest of the story some other time. Which hints at a sequel, of which there never was. Until then, do your best to live up to the heroes I told you about.
Wow, disrespecting Okami then.
That's not really a sequel.
Okay, I know what you mean, but...
Okami Amaterasu's Adventure.
But, in the most literal sense, it is a sequel because it takes place...
Okami then is 9 months later.
Yes.
But evil reformed, but because there's less evil, it's all smaller.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to play Chibi Sarasu. A smaller Chibi Arami. And you're literally fighting like Chibi versions of stuff you've already done.
And now we have the tacked on HD version credits. I know because of the way this game's credits.
Anyway, I think this game is worth playing. I advise people to just push past the beginning because, like Carson said, imagine like your second freaking power was moon summoning, and I've even had some people say, "Oh, but getting the ability to summon the moon at that point breaks the game."
Even though it really doesn't. All the ability to have the moon at that point does is makes it to where you could get the monster list easier, or it would be because you still have some time to get that before it disappears. And
you need it to the night for the fireworks to open anyway.
Yeah, it just lets you get stuff easier because that's what makes the beginning of the game feel awful. What makes it feel awful is, people, because they don't entirely know what to do, they'll just wander around confused, and if you wander around...
And if you're trying to do the monster list, like we did, we literally had to sit there for 5 minutes, let it roll over, fight some monsters. If you had fucking moon power as your second power, you could at least...
Because all that does is make it to where when events have to be day or night, you don't have to wait for the game to transition in real time. It doesn't break anything.
Yes!
Of course.
1, 10, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000. Wait, 1, 2, what? 2 million?
I believe so, yeah.
Did he just give me 2 million? Yes, 37 hours, days past 68. Saves.
God damn it!
Saves 231, deaths 0. Enemies defeated 1,342. Money gained near Demon Fangs 130. Praise, yes. Reminder. So, and there is another dumb thing that I forgot to mention.
What?
To unlock one thing, you need 35 hours of playtime.
Oh.
So days pass doesn't matter. My number of saves doesn't. Overall, you need at least minimum 4 death count. Enemies defeated minimum 550. I did 1342. Yen minimum 4 million. I have 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have
9 million.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Nearly 10. Demon Fangs, you need 300. I got over 1,000. Praise earned, I needed 4,500. 6047, while weird gets my shit. You earn... Congratulations. You got a present for me soon. Karmic Transformation 1, 2.
3.
You obtained Karmic Returner. Stray Bead. All stray beads have been reunited. The string of beads is complete. Karmic Transformation 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The secret theater has been added to the gallery. I did it. You can save the game here. This save file will be used to start your new adventure. Save to a new file. So now, what I'm actually going to do is, funny enough, I'm just going to roll back to 1. Which I think is a fitting way to end this. Back from where we started. Literally, the beginning of the LP.
Yes.
But
Yeah. No.
Meaning my wraparound worked out fine.
Mm-hmm.
And now... Okay. I'm going to explain.
Yeah, and like... okay, actually, first to do, before showing... Okay, we can show the treasures from East and last, then.
But I just need to explain some things.
Oh.
And I can skip the cutscenes and then sort of run around and show... So...
It's, like...
New Game Plus
everything rolls over like normal.
But... Okay.
It's gonna take a minute because all the...
Everything rolls over. But... Hold on. Wait, yeah, I have like 3 million. Oh my god. Final boss for like 2 million.
Yeah.
As if to say, hey, we saw you did not get 2 million. Have 2 million. That's nice. So, I literally have everything
all the consumables and everything we enter the final boss
and
with.
you don't get the elements, but that's just to keep you from breaking the game.
Yeah.
So I have next to... But... Oh, I never actually used the gold dust.
Oh, funny.
What?
Funny.
Damn it.
You have the same...
What? No, wait. Actually carry my...
Yeah. Everything carries over. I said everything carries...
Never mind.
The gold... one, we have the saves. You could have technically beaten the final boss again and used them for the final boss. And second, that shows... that shows if you upgrade something, it will stay upgraded. And I think all gold dust stay consumed. So you can't, like, infinitely repeat the first, like, monster list to get...
I think you can get a duplicate. I don't think I just forgot to use those. God damn it.
But it did carry over.
Yeah, it's fine. Cause I'm probably gonna have this at the beginning just for sanctity. So, damn it. So, then, this item, Ink Pot and Solar Energy become limitless, attack power times 10. You become invincible with unlimited ink. Meaning that's entirely pointless. It basically makes, like... Oh, hold on. And then... Well, I carry it over, so it's not like it matters.
I said, the gold dust thing, it really doesn't matter.
I just forgot to...
Yeah, so yeah.
I just forgot to use those, but...
Because it was the first 2 weapons.
That's fine. That actually was a good excuse to show one thing anyway.
And because you didn't roll over one file, because you have that file at the final.
Well, no, that was a good excuse to show that the gold dust carried into the next playthrough.
Yeah, because I think gold dust...
So now we have karmic transformations.
Yes, they're costumes that make you look like the different canine warriors, and they also change your bark. Like, I'll look at that chunky Amaterasu. And then you can always be a pure white wolf. Because that's Amaterasu, you still have Amaterasu's bark.
Yeah. Just... Okay. Alright, so let me... Okay. Back to the... One of my favorites. So...
Like I said, it's different members of the canine warriors, though, because they're all cosmetic.
They do work in a lot of cutscenes, though, which is interesting.
Yes. But then after all the canine warriors, you then have the last one is Shiranui. You have the...
Shiranui with no tendrils, but...
You have the darker red color and the extra flames and stuff. And then the last 2 are Amaterasu as the statue before you were resurrected.
And my fucking favorite for just how off-putting this is.
Originally, Okami was realistic for the time, graphics, but then they realized because it was realistically detailed flowers and shit, the PS2 couldn't...
I'm probably going to...
The PS2 couldn't handle you having, like...
It rolled over and I kept my gold dust, but it's fine.
The PS2 couldn't handle realistic, like, flowers and trees and stuff sprouting as you run.
This is the hyper-realistic model.
So they went with the cel-shaded art style, but this was realistic by 2006 standards, so, now this model looks kind of fugly.
I wanted to show the 10 times. Damn it. And you don't have any powers that break the game, so
I believe you keep all the dojo skills. You don't have any of the brush powers.
No, I'm missing double jump to keep you from having it.
But that's the only one, because that is the only dojo skill that was progression based.
Yeah, I have everything else.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, meaning that, like, because
we can solve in a minute.
Once we get to the first
It's funny that I forgot to do them.
No.
It's fun.
Once we get...
Well, I mean, I carried the gold dust anyway, and it's not like I was...
Because I said everything you add carries over. And I don't think...
Honestly, that worked out in showing that. It's not like I'm going to need... Oh, this is actually good. Hold on. I'm gonna actually let the cutscene play. I'm running around in New Game Plus. I was just skipping. You can see I'm hyper-realistic in here.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's a good example of... We're going to stop. I just wanted to get some combat. And I rolled over into New Game Plus. I can play this on my own time. I like rolling through New Game Plus. I did want to just show the basic idea. At the end of the day, I wasn't going to use those weaker weapons in that final boss file anyway, and it's just... And I rolled over, so I might as well just use the gold dust now. And honestly, that showed that you carry over gold dust, so in a way, my mistake is actually worth showing. Just because you can carry gold dust, meaning
and now, zoom in on the hyper-realistic army. God damn, that looks awful. Fuck, that, like... Fuck, that was not designed to be viewed in HD.
Sure it was. You don't have anything that would break the game, but I do have literally everything else. What?
Yes, and when, like... And when you get, like, when you get fire and stuff in the game again, you don't have Inferno and the summoning it on the spot, right? You have to recollect those.
Yes.
Well. Yeah.
Which is to keep you from having anything that breaks the game. Because if you summon fire on the spot and you needed fire... Like, this ice block that you weren't supposed to have fire for? Stray beads stay collected, though. But I'm just gonna play up until I get into an enemy encounter.
And because you have such high damage in an enemy encounter, because we should still have Golden Fury and Brown Rage,
oh yeah,
you should be able to hit.
Oh yeah! Like, as you can see when you're just running around, see, the stray beads collected.
And, but because you still...
And! That's another thing. Look. I'm missing the water tablet.
Oh yeah, the water and fire tablets.
Because...
Again, that would break the game.
Yeah. Anything that would break the game. So we're extending this a little bit.
Well, you could just simply, after showing the costumes, cut to the cutscene and then cut to this the fight in here.
Right.
You're not.
No.
You're not close enough, and because you're not close enough, you were not high enough.
That'll do it.
Not enough.
Bigger dick. I'm just... Oh, yeah, it's just...
And we can just skip the cutscene.
I believe I keep Power Slash 3, though.
No, I...
What?
Well,
Wait.
yeah, I don't believe you keep the Power Slash.
Yeah, you might be right. I wanted to make an... I don't... It's been so long. But the more important thing is that 10 times damage and infinite ink.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I love this costume for just how great this is.
You mean how cursed this is?
And then we'll show the... Then we'll show the one thing, and then we'll be done. That costume's amazing.
You mean cursed? Yeah, that they were originally going to have this entire game be a realistic art style, but the PS2 couldn't handle that.
Yeah, it rendered the... It melted the render, but this is just an old holdover from the more realistic look of just Amaterasu, because you're still creating...
You still create these cel-shaded like flowers and grass and stuff.
Yeah. I just love this costume for just how... amazing this is. I can't believe I forgot to use the gold dust. I just don't think about tier 1 weapons.
Now you should be able to... Yeah.
And as you can see, I took damage, and it didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, there's a... Though Orochi is so bullshit, even with the invincibility, the damage ring is how much damage you take. Orochi is so bullshit. In a New Game Plus run I did one time, Orochi cost me damage.
How? What damaged you?
I don't know, because
That
Orochi...
that was a glitch then.
Orochi is so bullshit.
That has to have been a glitch then, because I can't think of any attack he has that should be able to do that.
This is what the New Game Plus weapon is. The 10 times damage multiplier.
Because like now if you just see that and Golden Fury. Dead.
And I took some damage, and it should...
And again, all going to...
Oh, I don't seem to have the dodging. Weird. What? So I guess certain technique... What about
technique? Okay, like, when you get to the save mirror, you can stop, because that shows, like...
Okay, and then we can just show the one other...
That shows the 10 time...
That's what I want! I killed them with crap!
Literally. And also, if you're curious, because of that, like, due to the 10 times the damage, I went through basically the early portion of the game, just pissing on everything to see how long it would take for that to not be an instant kill. It takes, I believe, until Crimson Helm.
No, I believe Poop instantly kills Helm.
Yeah, yes.
13. That's fine. Already saved. I'm on a New Game Plus. That's for my... We have the one last thing, and then we're done. At 4:30 in the morning. Damn you, Kamiya. Presents for me soon. So you have art, music, video, and the Demon Scroll. Art is concepts and stuff.
The different content.
Right.
It's different pieces of concept art.
Yeah, and there's a lot of... See? I'm not gonna sit here and go through every...
So was the art to the... This is a different, like, the trailers and...
No, this is music.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Final Boss theme doesn't seem to be in here.
Arc of Yamato?
Oh, no. Oh.
It's set by area. Rising Sun. And it doesn't...
Yeah.
Damn it, it doesn't do a Smash Brothers.
Which is... I can let it. Oh, who made it?
Neat.
But
then it goes out
as soon as, yeah.
And then video, the...
Internal concepts.
These aren't going to be claimed by Capcom, are they?
I don't believe they... What's funny is in the original release, there were a bunch of extra trailers in here.
Again, you see, this is the trailer when the game was realistic.
I don't believe they claim these. I believe in the original release...
Well, if they do, you can just put a giant, obnoxious black box over the screen.
I believe in the original and the Wii version, there's like E3 presentations in here.
I once looked that up to try and get an answer. Some sources said you had to beat the game on New Game Plus to get some of those trailers, but I don't know how.
I've done that, and it doesn't do diddly dick.
Yeah.
And internal company presentation B is one of my favorites.
Just as you can see, this is when it was closer to the original game was being cel shaded, but it still has a bunch of differences.
It's a little bit more realistic.
But it still has some air of cel shading to it.
And there's that enemy, and that enemy,
and then there's a bunch of enemies that don't exist.
And Hyper Beam, or Solar Beam.
Which infers that potentially, originally in the game, you only ever use the solar disc, and it would possibly change properties to be the different weapons, because like the beads, when they're a sub-weapon, you can fire them like a machine gun.
One of my favorites.
Yes.
It's the entire...
It's the enemy scroll, but if they're realistic depictions, but then...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have the Japanese narration.
This thing is so cool! Right? Oh, yeah.
You can zoom in and out.
Isun drew all the enemies.
Yeah, so it's just one giant thing, and I would absolutely love to have this as like a mild wall scroll or something. Did anyone ever do that?
Helm.
Orochi.
With all the blood, which looks cool as hell. This was T.
Else.
Though we're playing the Japanese version, which is their A, which is basically their E, so... The headless thunder. The bandit spider.
Those hermit crab enemies, the shark mini-boss that they form. The mirror.
I love the mirrors.
Yeah, the different mirrors. All the different mirrors. And then light.
Oh,
Ninetales.
Ninetales Royale.
Yeah. Red Ogre, the flying enemy.
Ah, that's so cool!
Blue Cyclops.
Blue Ogre.
Then Ninetales.
The one guy, yeah, all the clay dudes.
The different clay soldiers. Dogu. Those weasel enemies. The igloo.
Oh!
Full Charger.
Yeah.
Because them whizzing without the mask. Full Charger, then Nagi. The Ice Area Imps.
Yep.
And then Orochi's true form.
Which looks really, really nice.
Great Tengu. Again, two forms. Lechku, Nechku.
The Arc.
Arc of Yamato.
And it starts bleeding into this.
And then...
Yami.
Yami's different forms. And then finally the hand.
That's the end.
Uh-huh.
There's such cool music in there, and then you exit. Well, I guess that was Okami.
Uh-huh.
Then I didn't hit record. I'm kidding.
I know you are.
I always double
Oh.
check. Oh, 6 hours.
Oh, time to...
Yeah, just...
Well, time to record Okami, then. Let's just legally require our legal copy.
So anyway, this has been Okami HD on the Switch. And as you can see, it's the Japanese Switch import. I imported a physical copy and it only crashed that one time.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
So cool. But with all that said, we need to go. We've been sitting here for 6 hours. Sun's about to come up. I want to sleep. I just
Fitting.
wanted to finish the game. Final boss took like an hour. Anyway, I'm just trying to... What just happened?
What? What do you mean what just happened? Did you click something?
That is the most fitting.
Did it either A, just crashed, or B, you clicked something?
No, I think my game just crashed.
Oh.
Hold on. Oh. Hold on. He crashed. Oh my god.
Crashed right there at the end. That would take about a minute then.
I'm about... Yeah.
Yeah, game crashed.
Hold on. I need to... Yeah, but now I need to fucking reload and make
The
sure...
game's saved, so, like, we saved and everything. Everything, will be fine. It's
Oh my... That's hilarious. Oh, that's fucking... Oh, I'm glad we got that in. Oh, no, I'm leaving that in, motherfuckers. That's too funny. That's too funny. Because it just seems like it crashed at the end. Don't know why it did.
Presents for me soon. That means we beat the game.
And here's this file.
1313.
I'm not gonna say... Hold on, I'm just gonna load and just... So, with all of that said... Oh, cool. Yeah. This has been Okami HD. I might just end on the map. Hold on. That's a cool little... Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this LP. I need to go. Here comes the Inslay. I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, today I have a couple of questions to end off the Let's Play with. First off, what did you think of the Let's Play? I know our audience is not the biggest audience ever, but if anybody is listening to this, even if this question is heard years later, when we maybe have a slightly bigger audience or one devoted fan that watches this entire Let's Play, I would love to know what you thought of the Let's Play. I thought it went well enough. I really do love this game. This was not a blind run, but I did forget the location of a couple of things, because last time I played the game was quite a while before we had recorded this. But anyway, that leads to the next question. What is your opinion on all of the unlocks and New Game Plus stuff? I love video games that do this kind of thing, and I think the one bead string is incredibly fun to use. It trivializes the game, making a New Game Plus run super interesting because you can basically steamroll through the game. I also think all the alternate costumes are really, really interesting. I am obsessed with dumb unlocks like this because back in the day, video games would have a lot more frivolous bullshit like this, and I do kind of miss funny unlocks like this. Oh, you get all the stray beads, so they give you a unique item that only works on New Game Plus, but it basically makes you freakishly overpowered. And I think that was a fun incentive to get the stray beads. I do kind of wish, however, that getting all of them, that maybe you could have had the bead string for the final boss. But I do get why it is technically a New Game Plus only item. But at the same time, it's not like it's possible to get all the stray beads without basically being at the arc anyway. So if you had it in the main game, you could have basically steamrolled through the arc, which I think is fine enough, but at least you get to have some fun on a New Game Plus file. And if you ever decide to not use the item, you can always de-equip it, which makes the item a super fun New Game Plus thing to have, because if you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it. But anyway, I am rambling. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.